It was 2 in the morning. The entire world was asleep, except for one road, a road that cut straight through the heart of a strange and twisted forest. People say you should never travel this road at night, but that night Ethan had no choice. He needed to get home, fast. His headlights sliced through a wall of thick fog. The cold outside was brutal. Frost had crept across every window of the car. He reached for the radio. Static. Every single station, nothing but a strange, crawling hiss, like something far away was trying to speak. He turned the radio off. Then, without warning, the engine made a horrible sound. The headlights flickered. Ethan's heart slammed in his chest. "No, not now," he whispered. He pressed the accelerator. The car refused to move. One final shudder, and the engine went completely silent. Ethan sat inside the car, staring out into the fog. He could barely see anything, just tall, dark trees swaying slowly in the wind. They didn't look like trees. They looked like figures, standing, watching. And then he heard it. Tap, tap, tap. Something was gently tapping on the roof of the car. Ethan's entire body went numb. He held his breath and looked up at the ceiling. Silence. Then a new sound from the back window, something scraping across the glass. Slowly, like long fingernails being dragged. He forced himself to look back. Nothing, only fog. He grabbed his phone with trembling hands. The screen read, "No service." A few minutes passed with no sound. Ethan told himself it was his imagination. He took a slow breath. He grabbed the flashlight from the dashboard. He had to check the hood, or he would freeze here until morning. He opened the door. The cold hit his face like a blade, and there was a smell. A deep, rotting smell drifting through the forest, like something old, something dead. He walked to the front of the car and lifted the hood. As he studied the engine, he caught something in the corner of his eye. Between the trees. A glow. 2 red eyes shining in the darkness. They were not human eyes. They were too high up. 7, maybe 8 feet off the ground, and they were staring directly at him. Ethan's scream caught in his throat, and just like that, the eyes vanished. "I have to get out of here." He slammed the hood shut, jumped back into the car, and grabbed the key. He turned it hard. The engine coughed but did not start. "Come on, please, please." And then, from all around the car, voices came. Not human voices. It sounded like thousands of mouths whispering all at once. "Ethan, Ethan, come to us." They knew his name. He covered his ears. Tears ran down his face. Then, bang! Something slammed against the back window. He spun around. On the glass, a massive black handprint. The fingers were far too long, far too many joints. And behind the glass, a face. A face with no eyes, only a wide, stretched, grinning mouth. Ethan turned the key with every last bit of strength he had. With a roar, the engine exploded to life. He slammed the accelerator to the floor. The car launched forward. Behind him, a scream tore through the night. Something between an animal and a human. He looked in the rearview mirror. The dark figure was chasing the car, running on all fours, moving the way a spider moves. Fast. Terrifyingly fast. And then the trees began to thin. Lights from the city appeared in the distance. The creature stopped at the very last tree, as if it could not step beyond. As if the forest was its cage. Ethan pulled into a gas station. His whole body was shaking, soaked in sweat, heart still pounding. He stepped out and breathed in the open air. He couldn't believe he was alive. The attendant was staring at his car with a strange look. What? Why are you looking at it like that? The man slowly raised a trembling hand and pointed at the back window. Ethan turned around. Written on the glass in something dark red, words left behind where that handprint had been. And on the back seat, a red thread, old and thin and knotted. Old and thin and knotted. It had not been there before. His phone buzzed. Unknown number. He opened the message. It read, "We let you go because we know where you live. See you soon, Ethan." The phone slipped from his fingers and hit the ground. The forest was behind him, but whatever lived inside it was not finished with him. The game had only just begun.